Now I have a confession to make. I've been a bit of a bully, and I can't let myself go down that road. I've blamed Mikey for a lot of my frustrations with Halloween Horror Nights Orlando recently, and today I want to apologize for making fun at his expense every single chance that I could get, because it's really not his fault. And today I want to talk about how Universal did the unthinkable and killed the Shape himself, Michael Myers. Now I know we all love Mikey. He may have killed tons of people, sure, but that's part of being a horror icon. Oh, and getting your face plastered on lots and lots of merch. Mirroring the progression of his mask, his first outings at the East Coast event were far more successful than his recent endeavors. It's almost a meme that Michael Myers, a trailblazing icon of horror, has been relegated to just a simple jump scare man. Now let's rewind to 2014, where Michael Myers received his first solo haunt as an adaptation of the 1978 film. As my personal top-rated IP haunt of all time, there's really not much else to say other than there's a reason that Universal has tried to capitalize on its success time and time again. Concise and claustrophobic, this is about as close to haunt perfection as you can get. 2 years later, Mikey returned in Halloween Hell Comes to Haddonfield. Similar to the sequel of the original film, this direct continuation carved out its own path, and the haunt only added more misdirection and adrenaline-inducing scenes. It seemed like Michael Myers was here to stay, and accomplish something that The Walking Dead could never do: stay relevant and stay menacing. Those first two haunts remain at the top of many people's lists because they were Mikey's sandbox. His grasp was inescapable because he pulled all the strings. And then the other Mike Myers happened. What are you doing in my swamp? 2018 brought to life the next of Mikey's haunts, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Bad movies don't always translate to bad haunts, and while Halloween 4 was a noticeable step down in quality, those major set pieces could be absolutely riveting when translated to the haunted house medium. Yet, it was located in a venue that was notorious for cramped and awkward haunt layouts: Shrek 4D. Bad movie and bad location, Mikey was at a complete disadvantage. Thankfully, Penny's Diner was such an incredible recreation that played eloquently with depth, and the dynamic blocking of the actors added a cinematic quality to a medium that's predominantly based on quick jump scares. Except, this is how it was adapted for HHN Hollywood, a much lower quality event. We already saw the Orlando version with that black hallway. Yep, that was it. Orlando did create something memorable with that finale scene, but like some weird robot chicken sketch, Mike Myers had effectively killed the essence of Mike Myers. Gone was the thrill of the cat and mouse chase, and Mikey had become a man of the spotlight instead of the boogeyman lurking in the shadows. The scares didn't need creative setups or memorable execution, as long as Captain Kirk was popping out with John Carpenter's iconic score. 4 years later, the biggest gap between Mikey's recent appearances, a new haunt adaptation was announced of the original 1978 film, and one of HHN Orlando's greatest. Ditching the swamp for a soundstage meant that this was redemption for Michael Myers. And Halloween 2022 would tell the entire story, including the first-person introduction from the film, legendary for its suspense and shock value. So, how do you translate one of the greatest horror movie set pieces of all time? Oh, he's still dead. Well, simplicity sells. But there's simple, and then there's too simple. And that was Halloween 2022. All of the nuance and the layered details in the sets, all of that was gone to make our star as accessible as possible. Even Mikey was trying to get out of the limelight himself. But out of all the disappointments, that intro was the biggest one. But about 80 miles southwest at one of HHN's biggest competitors, Howl-O-Scream at Busch Gardens, Tampa, they had already cracked this code 15 years ago. Trapped in the Walls was a haunt that had guests venturing between the walls of a suburban house, peeking through the decay to witness scripted haunt scenes play out, and achieved the same essence of Halloween's opening shot. There was a way to show this scene from Mikey's perspective, but it still needs something else. Like I said, simplicity sells. It's just a matter of when to go simple and when to go all out. So in closing, I want to apologize to 2022 Michael Myers. While Hollywood's event has managed to keep you terrifying, Orlando has turned you into nothing more than a glorified photo op. You're the unwilling face of everything I've grown to dislike about my favorite Halloween event, but I still remain optimistic that this video is gonna age poorly. Thank you for watching Billiamaires, and if you did enjoy this content, consider subscribing to the channel and liking this video. Those small actions help me out a lot. Until next time, go make that world a better place, and this is 6 Billiam, signing off.